It's a tremendous day to give thanks and to be grateful. It is a fabulous day to allow your words to empower and impact and affect what's going to happen to you today. Yes, you are on the go with Lady Tab, and this is The Power is in Your Mouth. On the Go Radio, powering the voice of community and change. Anybody looking for change? Anybody looking to be changed? Well, you've tuned in. I am Lady Tab, your host, and we're going to take a journey on today. Powering the community, causing, effectuating change. Today we're going to talk about focus to finish. Focus to finish. I don't know if anyone out there feels like me. Got a lot of unfinished projects. Hear the coin cliche, I'm going to my next level. What's causing us not to get there? What's impeding and impacting that transition from one level to the next level? We're going to unpack today and kind of really deep dive into what causes us to get stagnant between the step of my now level to my next level to what we're really looking for, the goal, which is the new level. On the Go Radio with Yolanda and Lady Tab.
What's up, Tab?
How are you, Yo? I've missed you. God in heaven.
On the air.
I've missed you.
Oh, dear. It's so good to have you in the studio again. I know that
So
there has
glad to be
been
here.
unbelievable things that you've been doing. I know you've been traveling and taking care of family stuff.
Yes.
And, event stuff and concert stuff and preacher stuff and
all of that is part of the now, next, and new level.
Yeah, this is good stuff.
Yes, I'm excited to see you and to hear you and to be in your presence.
Oh, bless you.
You know, as we go in our journey, and it is a journey, a voyage, we sometimes get so focused on the goal that we miss enjoying the journey and the various steps.
I agree.
And so in our power and knowing that our words and how we frame our day with our words, it really being the endued power for the day, I want us to really coin in today on focus. Focus. Focus on what I say. Focus on what I intentionally do. Focus on who I spend my time with in my now. Also focus on who I need to drop off in the now so that I can get to next. Focus on my controllables. There's so much environmentally that I don't control. But what is in my control is my destiny.
That's good.
What's in my control is my destiny and the people I take along with me to the destination. So in focus, there are things that come. There are 3 Ds because we are in the D. There are distractions, there are disruptions, and there's dis-ease. And so those 3 areas are really my controllables to my now, my next, and my new level.
Wow.
But I got to focus.
And you know, Tab, when you mention disruptions, distractions, and disease, unfortunately, most people are used to dealing with that than dealing with some of the benefits, the rewards, and the joys of life.
Yes.
Distraction seems to consume, unfortunately, kind of like the best parts of life for us. And sometimes people don't realize that distractions can even sometimes come in the form of what you think is a good thing. It can come in form of your job, a ministry, of a relationship that you're in. And so I just believe, I'm excited about your topic. I believe that people need to figure out if they're going to make it to the finish line, how to keep a balance amongst this, because some of these things are in your way and you'll never finish anything. Ever. You'll always feel incomplete.
Watch the word you pulled. You pulled first distraction. Base of that is traction. Much of our alluring is attraction that causes us to be in distraction.
That's right.
And God is trying to birth something out of us which causes contractions. Mm-hmm. And so for me, the base word being traction. Traction is the grind down. It's your friction that causes when the power goes, it pushes you forward.
That's good.
It's traction. But distraction comes to cause you to pause, to not make any movement.
But even that piece that you just mentioned, think about, because this is Michigan and we're used to getting stuck in snow.
Come on.
And a lot of times, we all have our tricks. Put some sand and keep sand in your car.
Yeah.
Keep some chains. Old folks used to say keep a couple good rugs in your car, or some towels. We all have our but I
formulas.
think about when you get stuck sometime in life and you can't grab onto nothing because it just seems like you spinning and you can't get that traction.
You can't get the traction.
And a lot of times they'll say, well, turn your wheel. So sometimes we have to make turns in our life, even in those distractions, to be able to go forward. So.
And here's what happens.
I'm trying to contain myself.
No, you are right. Attractions cause us to distract.
You better stop.
Because if we're focused, remember this is focus to finish.
That's right.
There's an attraction that allured you a different way from the goal, from the next rung, from that next door that you're to enter through. So if our focus is traction, is movement towards the goal, we can in peripheral see attractions that are alluring, that bright light, that busyness, that party, that person, that function that I really need to go in recluse and be studying for preparation of my next step. But the invitation that I got causes me to want to forfeit the study time and go to the playtime. But then when the rung is availed to me free and ready and it's time to step and I'm not prepared, I didn't have my focus to finish.
That's good.
So now I blame and I have excuses why I'm not excellent on that next level. Because again, that still isn't the new level. That's just the next level. So I'm trying to get us to focus to finish, which means when distractions come, I'm going to have to make some decisions. It's anything that prevents you from giving your full attention. That's a distraction. Something as simple as a tweet, a text, a phone call. We've seen many people lose their lives over a text message in a car.
That's right.
Some simple distraction, as devastating as losing your life in a car, we can lose our momentum and totally thwart arriving at our destination in destiny by a distraction. We know that in relationship.
Most women, because I do know there's a lot of women that's watching and listening to the show, most women are so easily distracted because we're naturally nurturers. And so there's always going to be something that's broke around us that we're trying to fix, even when we're not trying to. Even for people that hurt us, it's almost like we get distracted from taking care of ourselves for trying to help everybody else.
Here's how you stay on track, and thank you for that.
Give it to us.
Is it in the pathway to your goal?
A lot of people won't ask that question.
Are they on the path to my goal? If they are, God has deposited them for me to have infection and for me to influence them. If they're not, if it's a sidestep, that's not who he's called you to minister to. They're going to be along the journey. They're not going to be a detour. They're not going to be an off-ramp. Because again, he has begun the work in you.
That's right.
And so what he's going to finish in you, he's planted along your journey. It's not a detour. And the devil brings you those detours.
You said your journey.
My journey.
And you know how even that song says, what God has for me, he has for me. Sometimes in our journey, we want what everybody else got. And so we so quick to get off our own path. Need you to read even your tip. I'm just trying to be nice, even though our path doesn't feel good. Because some of us don't have paths that's full of lilies and daisies and it's rocks and glass and
on the side trail.
It's hard, it's dark. You know, the sun don't shine all the time and it's work. But sometimes we want what everybody else has, but that's the path, that's their path for the direction that they're going in. And, I just caution people, Tab, I love this topic, focus to finish, because sometimes we got to be so careful not to be so greedy and have what somebody else wants. We're going to miss what he put in the path for us.
We're going to miss it, and we'll never reach the place of zen and satisfaction in who we are. Much of our reaching for others and to be and have what others has is that internal, and he put it there, that unrest, that discomfort, because we're becoming, and in our becoming, he's yet depositing and satisfying us only on our path, though. So if you're filling up on somebody else's road, it's still not gonna satisfy you. Why is it that I want a good example. I can fill up with chips. I can fill up with substance. His path for you and your destiny is substance. You will become full, even when, as you said, I'm not comfortable. I'm on an unpaved road. It's rocky. It's dark. But there's an internal satisfaction, a resolve, a peace he gives, that even in my stormy days, I know I'm in his will. That's the satisfaction.
That's good.
Because whether my road is paved, hilly, rocky, dark, sunshiny, here's one thing we definitely know. We're going to have storms. We're going to have death that comes. We're going to have pain. There's a beautiful day today, but somebody's bereaved because it was called for their journey. So while it's sunshiny to me today, beautiful, little humidity out there, for somebody it's dark on a sunshiny day. For me, it could be a dark road, but inside, what he satisfied me with, because I'm focused, it's sunshiny. It's warm. I hear birds because he gives me peace. You're on the go with Lady Tab and Yo.
What's up, Tab?
And we're powering the voice of community and change.
You better sing a song.
This is the power is in your mouth.
Yep.
We've got to speak our goal, the focus, where he says we're to finish. For me, Yo, my blessing is my curse. As you say, we as women, we're nurturers. I love, and he's gifted me to have the gift of administration and to help. Everywhere I go, people need help.
That's right.
Everywhere I go. And when you become a go-to utility player, everybody calls on you. So will I get to the end? Will the distractions matter? Will the disruptions matter? Will the disease matter for Tab when he says, what I called you to do, did you finish?
That's right.
I can't lay claim to, well, I helped Yo. We did all these programs and we helped all these kids. And was that along your path and journey that I called for you? Well, I helped this organization, and we fed 5,000 and we clothed 6,000 and we helped these get houses and housing. But I understand your gift of administration, but was that what I called you to do? So my focus to finish, there's so much need, but what need did he put on my path? Focus to finish. Here's how I know when I'm on the path, Yo. When what I do fulfills me and there is no frustration.
Wow. Wow.
There are times you give and you work, but you still have a void. There's not a fulfilling in it. His will fulfills you. It's fruitful. It's fruitful. It's fruit for others, and there's fruit for you. So let's talk about the dis-ease, because that's something that...
That's where most people are.
Exactly. And that's the internal stuff that kills us, because we know dis-ease kills. And I'm not just talking about diabetes and blood pressure and cancer and multiple sclerosis, but dis-ease, not being eased, not being calm, not being resolute, not being settled. It's a disorder of structure. And we know that we were created in order, and we know that we were created in systematic ways. So with our dis-ease, it's awful, again, as I talk about the internal frustrations, it's often the unresolved emotions and matters that we have, which causes the symptoms of sickness to rise, or the symptoms of anger, the symptoms of bitterness, the symptoms of being argumentative. When you find yourself like this, you got to pull back and focus. Why am I argumentative? Why am I lashing out? Why? Because those diseases are rearing their ugly head as a sign to you that you may be off focus. So as we focus to finish and we deal with our diseases, one key disease that trips up many of us is unforgiveness.
Unforgiveness keeps us from even moving forward, not just getting what's ours, but also leaving behind what we should have came out of a long time ago.
Absolutely. And if we could rise, if we could focus every day and know, guess what? All day I've got to forgive. From the time I rise to when I lay down at night, I've got to have a reservoir of forgiveness to give away. Why? Number one, because I need a reservoir of forgiveness to stay in right relationship. But I need a plethora of forgiveness because I'm offending and not knowing all day long. And it says, be not deceived, God, whatever you sow, that you'll reap. And since I need to be rendered some forgiveness, let me sow abundant forgiveness. You are on the Go Radio with Yo and Lady Tab. The power is in your mouth. Yes. I keep speaking focus to finish because if we don't talk about finishing, if we don't talk about our focus, if we don't verbally articulate our willingness to confront distractions, to confront our disruptions, to confront our dis-ease, we won't finish what he started. Not what we started, but what he started. And what he begins, he completes.
That's good.
So as we look at our incomplete projects all around us, how much of those things did he start versus what we started? So I've looked at my plethora of unclosed tasks and I've evaluated, were these things that Tab picked up? Because that's a part of me getting focus.
Yep.
Versus he told me along the pathway, this was mine to do, and I haven't finished it. And that's why I haven't gotten to my next level. Yeah, I'm frustrated. He showed me the promise. He showed me what I become, and he's opened doors, and I'm on my way to it, but I can't get it. It's right there in my face, but I can't get it. Well, the one thing about him is he doesn't graduate you until you complete all the work on the level that you're on.
That's good.
And so guess what? All the work is all that fruit of the Spirit, the 9.
That's good.
On my level where I am now, have I had love, joy, peace, long-suffering, temperance, patience? Did I master that on this level? In the matters that I have, did I complete those things with people, with projects, with programming, with my personal life, with my development? Then I can take the next step. And yeah, I see it. It's in my reach, but I can't have it until all the tasks on my now level are done. I can blame people as to why I'm not up there where they are. I can make excuses as to who's hating on me, who's holding me back. But the one thing is, at the beginning, when he called you and me into being, nobody was there but you, me, and God. It was the Father, the Son, Holy Spirit, and you. That's it. And that's the one who has pushed you into being and has said, be fruitful, multiply, replenish. That's what he said at the beginning. And so in what I'm doing, my focus to finish, am I being fruitful? Am I being fruit-filled? Am I multiplying?
That's good.
Am I replenishing, meaning am I pouring into others and discipling where there are duplicates of me? And of me should be his virtue of who he is, not of my persona, but of his virtue, his character, his spirit. So if we focus to finish, in spite of distractions, in spite of disruptions, in spite of my internal dis-eases, what I first do is I focus on fixing those. Every distraction can be in my peripheral, but I got to keep my focus. I can see it and not address it. I can see it and not acknowledge and give it my attention. Now it's not a distraction. It's an attraction for somebody else. Because it may be a design for someone else. And if I go down the bunny path to the attraction that now is my distraction, guess what? I not only stunt my growth, but I'm in the way of someone else, another person developing. Those of us who are nurturers and administrators, we tend to many times get in the way of other people's development because why? I can do it. I can do it. It's my gift. I can do it in my sleep. Wonderful, you can, but that's development for the next level, because when you get there, I've got a stretching for you in that same gift. And what you could do on level 3, it's going to take more stretch out of you on level 4. So how about you build the momentum and you move forward on this path? Allow someone else to develop on 3 while I stretch you for 4.
That's good.
You're on the go.
That's good, girl.
Radio with Lady Tab.
That's good.
And the power is in your mouth. The words you speak over your future. The words you speak over your next step.
That's good, girl.
The tenacity you have in your focus requires that your words are coined properly. In the morning, fill me with enough forgiveness that I not be distracted by my own internal dis-ease.
Wow.
Fill me with enough love that when I'm offended, I pour out love on them. When I'm intentionally pushed and ostracized, I exhibit temperance. I exhibit patience. When I know I'm on the path, give me also the foreknowledge and the willingness to wait on my turn. You can be fully equipped. It's your time to step to the next rung, but your number hasn't been called. Is it okay that while you're waiting, that the disposition also still be focused, still be on finishing, but it also be favorable? You not be funky in your attitude while waiting, because that's also a distraction and will cause you not to get to the next level. Here's the beauty of God in our journey as we wrap up on focus to finish. And I'm focused that I got probably 2 minutes. Let us always be mindful that it matters not that we attain the goal if we helped no one. If all of our pursuits, all of our aspirations are in focused and have no fruit and bearing on others, it wasn't God and it's for naught. If you're standing at the winner's circle and you're standing there alone and there's just one ribbon, there's just one trophy, there's just one that's got their hands raised in celebration and exuberance, you missed it all. Because we were created for a relationship.
I know that's right.
We were created to, again, be fruitful. You can't be fruitful with nothing but you. Seeds beget fruit.
And some people so intent on winning, they don't want anybody around them because they think they're going to make them lose. Not knowing that what sometimes people contribute in your life is part of the winning formula.
Absolutely a part of winning. Multiply. You can't multiply and not come up with more than what you have.
That's right.
And he says to replenish. Replenish means to restore. All of that means to add to what you have. not subtract, not eliminate, not block, not hate, but bring on more. So if we focus on finishing and we focus that I've got to bring others with me, my disease probably will go away because those things that's frustrating me is probably people I should be helping. Power is in your mouth. Say with me, I'm focused to finish. I focus my full attention on finishing. Watch this. I'm only focused on finishing my next task. The goal is in front of you, but put all of your energy in what's before you now. Give it everything you have, because what you do in your fullness now is the prerequisite for what you'll have for your next. And when you get to next, there are going to be some frustrations that come because you need to be stretched for that level, so that the next level, your capacity has, again, fruitful, you're going to get a lot more seed, multiply, there's going to be abundance that comes, replenish, there's going to be whatever you lost on the last level, he's going to replenish, and now you've got a gathering that you take on to the next level. And if we keep adding, by the time we get to the goal, I just firmly believe, we won't have to worry about him saying, well done. We won't. Because we will look at the fruit of our labor and know that we have done well.
That's right.
And we won't have to say it. You know why? The Hall of Fame faith warriors who stand with us, who went before us, will give the accolades.
That's right.
They will embody. They will treasure our presence and what we've deposited all along the journey. And we will be,
that's right,
not only fulfilled, but fruit filled. So if we focus to finish, and I'm focused to finish, I won't be distracted. These are my phrases I have to say to myself. I won't be distracted. I won't allow my internal frustrations to cause me to be in dis-ease, and there will be no disruptions. I'm focused to finish. Why? Because the author and the finisher of my faith requires that I focus. Because it says to lay aside every weight and the sin which so easily besets us. Because I got to run this race. I got to run it with patience. And I got to be focused on the prize. The people are the prize. Don't let the end, the winner circle, confuse you. The people are the prize. You're listening to The Power is in Your Mouth with Lady T, and I'm so glad to be with Yo.
Tab, I missed you so much.
On the Go Radio.
I can't believe you're not going to do a song.
On the Go Radio, powering the voice of community and change. I am going to do this. This song has been like blessing me, yo.
I can't believe you holding back.
Yo. You know,
you're going to tease me.
You know my struggle is, see, yo, you pushing me again.
You know I'm a...
Watch this. Yo,
give it to me.
Let me tell you why I won't sing.
Give it to me.
Because I struggle in the area of empowerment and speaking. Remember, this whole show
give it to me.
Is about the words in my mouth and speaking those things.
Because if they heard what we sang before we started,
but hear these lyrics, y'all. Hear these lyrics, because you talked about the comparison that we do. Good friend of mine, Brother Jonathan McReynolds, penned a modern millennial hymn called Lover of My Soul. And he says, their human bones are as fragile as mine. I have my flaws, but they have the same kind. I was ashamed because I couldn't see. Grace says that they're in the same boat as me. But what I lack, you are full of. Where I'm broken, you are whole. What I'm doubting, you are sure of. I trust the lover of my soul. I'm not afraid of the arrows by day, nor the darkness that comes when the sun rolls away. Lord, you know that my strength will never last, but you make up for every weakness I have. And what I lack, you are full of. Where I'm broken, you are whole. What I'm doubting, you are sure of. I trust the lover of my soul.
That's good.
I'm going to just
You
look.
cheating.
I'm not cheating. I got to say the words. I keep telling you, you know my battle. And what I lack, you are full of. And where I'm broken, you are whole. And what I'm doubting, you are sure of. I trust the lover of my soul. I trust the lover of my soul. What I confess, you will correct. And what I let go, you will control. Lord, my hope is in no other. I'll trust the lover of my soul. I'll trust the lover of my soul. Trust the lover who started you on your way. Focus to finish. Power is in your mouth. Speak it, children. Speak it. Beloved, until next time, you're on the Go Radio with Lady Tab.